Just a beautiful, healthy looking young man. Yo, what up? It's Air Moses. Gang. Now, this video, I'm gonna offend a lot of people. I'm gonna roast a lot of people, couple people. I'm even gonna roast myself in some ways because I'm not perfect. I'm highly intelligent. I'm more intelligent than the average person. Yes, I am. But I have a lot of dumb ways about me. Now, first of all, we have to break down certain definitions: intelligence, smart, and dumb. Okay? Now, intelligence, the word intelligence is definitely ambiguous. It can be used in a lot of different ways. But just a quick Google search will tell you that intelligence is the ability to learn, pretty much. I just chopped it up a little bit because it has a lot of different words to it. But the ability to learn. That means you know some stuff, okay? You could take in information, retain it, possibly regurgitate it, okay? Then we have the word smart. If you look up the word smart real quick, it will say the ability to show quick wittedness and application of knowledge or intelligence, okay? What's the difference? Being smart, the ability to show it. What's the best way to be able to show that you're smart? With your life. Okay? Putting a display out there for everyone to see what's exactly in your mind. As simple the people say, the results of your thoughts. All right? Now, dumb. What does dumb mean? Dumb to me, dumb is a scientific word that means you can't speak. Why is this important? Now, what did the Bible say in the beginning? In the beginning, God did what? He said, let there be light, which means you don't have any ability to create. You can't create in your life. Being smart is the opposite of dumb, which means that we can see that you can monetize or get by in the world, or you can evolve, or you can obtain some things with the knowledge that you have. Okay? You can monetize the information that you have obtained. So we have intelligent, dumb, and smart. And a lot of people go through life doing this whole I'm intelligent, I know some stuff, I memorized this, I memorized that. I don't just know that 2 plus 2 is 4. I know 2 plus 1 plus 2 is 5 too. That's cool and all, but what is that actually doing for you? Are you actually just reading a whole bunch of books and taking in a lot of useless information? And no, I don't think there's any such thing as useless information, but if you're putting your time and effort into being intelligent just to say you're intelligent, just to have intelligent conversations that go nowhere, then you're not smart. If you're taking in all this information just so it can be with you, that's not smart, bro. That's not smart. And you might not even be as intelligent as you think, because just like I had a conversation with my girl. She said, "Aaron, you never listen to me. You're not a good listener." I said, "Baby, I am a good listener. I just have a bad memory. I remember I listen to what you say. I just don't remember it." Now, an important part of being intelligent and being smart is knowing yourself, understanding how you learn, understanding your own emotions. Because when you apply emotions to what you learn or what you take in, that's what builds memories. We're gonna go through this list though. So J Dub 93 said all knowledge is good knowledge, no way, one way or another. Well, I could argue with that and say that a lot of people. I was about to read this book. I was reading this book, and it said that in the beginning, it gave a disclaimer: if you have any mental health issues, personality disorders, or mood disorders, you shouldn't read this book because there are things in here that you can understand that you don't need to be understanding because you might not be emotionally ready. to handle that information. And that's why a lot of people go through the things they go through because they learn things and they're not emotionally mature enough to know those things. So I can't agree with that. All knowledge is not good knowledge. You might learn how to do something illegal that you don't necessarily need to know how to do. But then you need a couple dollars for the rent and you go ahead and do that thing that you just learned. But you didn't have the experience and you didn't have the correct mentors to be able to get you from one end of the goalpost to the other, one end of the football field to the other, and you end up getting tackled. You get me? So no, I definitely don't agree with that. I think I think that if you take information in, if you take knowledge in that can be helpful and you apply it in a way that is beneficial to you, that would, I mean, I guess I don't want to get too deep on that, but as far as bad knowledge and good knowledge, people learn things every day they have no business learning. Every single day. A lot of people are going to learn something in this video that they shouldn't learn because they're going to feel dumb because they are. And they never knew. They went through life their whole life, people telling them they were so smart and they were so bright and they were so brilliant, but they were so wrong. Yeah, I agree with that to an extent, but bad knowledge and good knowledge, I mean, so if you want to know if your parents are dumb, if your girlfriend or boyfriend is dumb, if your friends are dumb, if you're dumb, let's get into it, man. So the one of the first red flags of somebody who thinks they're intelligent, who thinks they're smart, is they memorize a whole bunch of quotes by Aristotle, by Socrates. They quote Jay-Z, they quote Tupac, they quote Shakespeare. They don't even know what it means, and they don't have their own original thoughts. That is a tell that somebody has been insecure about their own intellect at some point, to the point to the extent where they memorize a whole bunch of things that a lot of people who were held in a high regard as far as their intelligence has said in times past, but they can't even really break it down what as far as what it means. You could say this with religious texts as well, but a lot of times is this, Malcolm X said, okay, what does that mean though? And then if you challenge them on that, they're going to break it down in one way that they heard the person who quoted that to them, how they interpreted it. A lot of people, I'm telling you, a lot of people do this with religious texts, of course, the Bible, but they memorize a whole bunch of quotes. They memorize a whole bunch of stuff people said in movies and what this rapper said and what Marilyn Monroe said. Like, bro, if people are constantly quoting other people, 9 times out of 10, they're a dummy. Okay, I'm not talking about the nerds who have a whole bunch of facts because they're 9 times out of 10 they're dumb too. And when I say dumb, bro, like I said, dumb being smart is the ability to showcase your intelligence. What you actually have learned has been a blessing to you, and not just making for good conversations that you're never really gonna realistically have. Like, about quantum physics, you're not gonna meet with a first of all, people like to learn things that they're never gonna really have to speak on with experts or people who know as much as them in this field or people who went to school for this. Those are the people that you need to look at that are 9 times out of 10, they're dumb as a box of rocks. Okay? They can't apply the knowledge, they're never gonna have a need for this. Okay? A real creative mind, a person that is actually smart, like bro is saying, a person that is actually smart, a real creator mind, will be able to take will be able to take something that you learn about electricity and apply it to relationships, or something that you learn about how to make a meal, how to make a specific meal, and apply it to raising a child. That's what I'm talking about. That's smart. Okay. Nextly, they might say something. They might have something cool to say or slick to say, but they can't break it down in simplicity. They can't explain it to a child. They can't explain it to somebody who barely speaks English or speaks English on the third grade level. That's a tell of a dumb person, okay? They might be able to say, they might be able to even say something simple, but they can't explain it in a complex way or even expound on it in a way that actually makes sense and can have a whole conversation about that thing. Just like people can, just like people memorize a whole bunch of quotes, people memorize a whole bunch of cliches. That's a dumb person. That's somebody who's not a thinker, who can't think for themselves. People who don't sit and meditate, okay? I'm gonna read the comments a little bit more towards the end. Another way to tell if you're dumb or your people is if your friends are dumb. If your friends are a whole bunch of smart, stupid people, okay? That's very important because you don't want to be the smart friend, bro. Because that's only gonna make you dumb. Because you want to know how I know? Because when I first moved to Chicago from Atlanta back permanently, when I would smoke weed with my new friends, every time I would try to have a deep conversation, they want to talk about some celebrity gossip. They'd be like, bro, why you always talking about all this serious stuff, man? Nerd, chill out, bro. Like, I don't want to talk about the government and conspiracies and politics. Like, have you ever seen Kim Kardashian? Like, bro, I don't want to. This is a dumb conversation. I don't want to be a part of this. And then it got so bad to the point where I actually started enjoying it. Not good, bro. If your friends are dumb, if your friends are a whole bunch of smart computer nerds, but they live with their parents in the basement, they work at Taco Bell, and they play video games all day, you don't need to be friends with people like that, bro. They're going through something mentally. But he's so smart, he just doesn't apply himself. All he does is smoke weed and eat Taco Bell. If your friends are dumb, then you're dumb. You're gonna be, if all your friends are dumb, then you're dumb, bro. That just is what it is. Okay, next, bro. If your health is bad, if your health is bad and you did it to yourself, I'm not talking about if you got leukemia, blessings to you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you're overweight. I'm talking about if you're underweight. I'm talking about if you have gingivitis. I'm talking about if you constantly get athlete's foot. I'm talking about if your bones are brittle and you don't do anything about it. I'm talking about if you're constantly slipping your disc. I'm talking about it like, bro, if your blood sugar is messed up and nobody in your family has messed up blood sugar because you just eat M&Ms at 3 o'clock in the morning and you drink soda pop all day, like, bro, if you're causing destruction to yourself, if you're deliberately harming yourself. Now, yes, cognitive dissonance, we're gonna get to that a little bit later. But does Aaron Moses smoke cigarettes? I smoke cigarettes, bro. That's dumb. That's dumb. Because I know, yes, cigarettes are bad for me, but they make me feel so good. They make me feel, you know how cigarettes make me feel, bro? Cigarettes make me feel like cigarettes make me feel like when you see a baddie walking towards you and then she walks past you and you could just smell this whew, big inhale of perfume. And it's not even like regular perfume. It's like flowers mixed with like fresh laundry with a little bit of fruit. Like, damn, that's how cigarettes make me feel. Just relaxed and just ready to go. So that's not good. So you see how dumb that is? Like, it's not good for you, bro. If you're overweight and you can do something about it, but you're smart, but you're intelligent, and you know all these facts, and you memorize all the Harry Potter books, you're still dumb, bro. You're still dumb to me, bro. I don't care. What else? Okay, look, this is very important, and 9 times out of 10, this is not your situation. But if you have a whole bunch of successful friends and they don't try to help you, that means you're dumb. That means they think you're dumb. Because you know what people do? A lot of people do when they're successful. When I talk about success, I'm talking about either monetary success or they're just happy in life. They set goals and they achieve their goals. They might be financially in a deficit but they have a nice family and they have a healthy lifestyle. That's success. They might be on the county, but they have, a healthy environment on their inside their home. Whatever the case may be, they're successful, or you could say monetarily. If your successful friends don't try to help you and they just watch you live and watch you struggle, and they don't try to help you learn or put you on any game, or you even ask them for help and they don't help you, that's because they think you're dumb. Probably because you're dumb. Now, look, I will tell you this: a lot of successful people, what they do is they like to compare themselves to people who are lacking success, but they might be succeeding in other areas. You might be the charming friend, you might be the charismatic friend. You get what I'm saying? But they're just trying to watch you to see what you're doing because they know if they help you success wise, they might be your girlfriends, right? And they're saying, "Oh no, I don't want to help her get a man because if she gets a man, then I can't learn how to be like her. I can't compare myself to her. So let me just make sure she stays single so I can always have an unsuccessful friend to keep me humble or to remind me how good I have it in life, to appreciate myself, to compare myself to." Okay? A lot of people like shout out to Big Ward the genius. He said that he spoke to, I believe, an athlete that came back to his old neighborhood, and he said, "Hey man, how come you always come to the neighborhood and you flex on the poor people?" And he said, "Because I live in a rich area, and having money is no fun when everybody else has money. So I come to the poor areas and I stun on people so I can feel good about my riches because I'm special over here, but I'm not special over there." That's how a lot of successful people do. They want to see you struggle. They want to see you down bad because not only does it make them feel good about themselves, it's entertaining. Okay? I'm not saying all, but if your successful friends don't help you, it's because they're probably studying you or in some kind of way. They're getting some kind of entertainment out this situation. You know what I mean? So that's the thing too. You do have to understand that. Now, you also might have to understand that you might be the friend that they hope stays dumb. Because a lot of people, when they have a lot of friends, when they have a lot of acquaintances, when they have a lot of family, when they have a big decision to make, I do this, a lot of people do this. When they have a big decision to make, they ask two people, they ask an odd number amount of people, okay? And then when they get to you and they want to call you, you know what they do? They ask your advice and they do the deliberate opposite of what you say because they know you're so stupid that they can't really rely on you for your intellect or your smarts because you don't make good decisions. So whatever decision that they think they should make, that you think they should make, they do the opposite. Now ask yourself, how often has that happened? Have you been? They called you up like, "Hey, bro, I wanted to know. Do you think I should move to Texas, or you think I should move to Florida?" "Oh man, I've been to Texas and I've been to Florida. Yeah, I know. That's why I asked you. Man, go ahead and move to Florida, man. That way, hey, you could do this, do this, do this, do this." And they call you 3 months later. "Yeah, man, I went ahead and got that house in Texas. Texas? Oh, I thought you said you was gonna move to Florida." "Yeah, man, I went ahead and looked at all the real estate. It's not even my speed." If people call you up and constantly ask you your opinion or your advice and they do the opposite of what you say, that means that you're the dumb friend. You're the slow homie. That's what they think. That's for real. You think that's not real? That's real. Now, I talked to my girl about this and she gave her input, but this video, just because you're intelligent doesn't mean you're smart. Bro, just because you're intelligent, that doesn't mean that you have charisma, brother. Charisma, bro. That doesn't mean that you have social skills. You could be socially awkward and be intelligent. Learning, reading books on social interactions, that does not make you smart, bro. Because you have to apply that knowledge, and you will find out very soon. that a lot of that stuff, a lot of these dating coaches tell you, a lot of these books, that's not a real thing, or it's not real in the capacity that you think it is, right? You have to take a lot of that stuff with a grain of salt. Like walking, I'm gonna tell you the corniest thing I ever said to a female in my life. This is the corniest, cringiest thing I ever said in my life. All right, look, this is what happened. I got it from one of these dating coaches, of course. Casual conversation. And to make it even worse, I'm not even gonna go into all the details. Chopping it up with this girl, the interaction was about to end. She goes, "It was nice talking to you. What's your name?" And I go, "What's your name?" She told me. And she was like, "So what's your name again?" And I was like, "If I tell you my name, I don't want to tell you my name. So just in case we have a baby, you can't find me and put me on child support." And she was just like, "What is your name?" And she said it slow. And I was like, I felt so cool because I was confident enough. I was like, "Oh, she thought it was funny. I got a little chuckle." Nah, she was that was a that was an uncomfortable laugh. That was a highly the fuck uncomfortable laugh. That was not a this, he okay, that was smooth. No, that wasn't a okay, that was smooth. I don't want to tell you my name because just in case we have a baby, I don't want you to be able to put me on child support. Nigga, what? Who is this nigga? Why would you say who is this man? Like, come on, man. This nigga said, what did he say to you, girl? And then the crazy thing, just because I'm just so pleasant, just so amazing to look at, just so soothing, just so beautiful to look at. Like a lot of times I used to think I could just say whatever, but living in Chicago, I found out pretty very quick. I just can't say whatever because that's how you get clowned. That's how you get hurt. That's how you get um, yeah, a lot of things. It's another thing, you don't want to have a bad reputation, bro, at all. So nextly, bro, we got insanity. Now, I very much so dislike when people say this, and I to the point where I said this in three separate videos. When people say insanity is the definition of insanity is when you do the same thing over and over and you expect a different result. No, nigga, no, it's not. Shut up. That's not what insanity means. Insanity is when you do something and you don't have any consciousness or understanding of what you're doing while you're doing it. That is insanity, okay? But when you keep on doing one thing over and over and over and over and you think you're going to get a different result, yes, that means you're a dumbass. That doesn't mean you're insane. That's a form of cognitive dissonance as well. But no, if you keep on dating niggas with face tattoos and they keep hitting you and you keep not calling the police, that means you're dumb. If you keep on if you keep on making girls your girlfriend and you only knew them for a month and you moved them in a month after that and they keep on cheating on you, that means you're dumb. If you keep on getting cheated on by females, that means you're dumb, bro. For ladies, that doesn't apply to you. If men keep on cheating on you, that doesn't mean you're dumb. That just means you like men, okay? But yeah, that's dumb. If you keep on doing the same, if you keep on going to job interviews, and you go to two, three job interviews, and you don't switch up what you do or how you dress, that's dumb. You should be able to. Anybody should be able to get a job in less than four interviews, bro. That's if you fill out, especially if you do them all in the same week. Actually, if you live in LA, then no, and possibly Chicago. Okay, that's the only places I lived where I could definitely say that if you live in LA or you live in Chicago, you need to fill out 10 applications a day and you need to be doing three interviews You need to be doing 10 interviews a week, for real, for a month. Anyway, so we got that. If you can afford, you should be able to afford it, shit. But no charisma, socially awkward, low self esteem. Okay, look, peep this though. So my favorite YouTuber passed away. Sinful P, Philip Brandon Gilmore. He went on O'Shea Duke Jackson's show. It was called something about choosing signals, right? And he was asking, he was speaking on how to understand how to my bad, let me just start that over. Simple the P went on O'Shea Duke Jackson's channel and they did a video. In the video, he asked Sinful about dealing with the approach anxiety. Simple the P said to deal with the approach anxiety, you have to know yourself. You have to understand your brilliance. You have to understand you as a person, your identity, and things like that. Now, when you don't know yourself, when you don't understand your identity, when you don't understand your abilities and your capabilities, what's going to happen? That's going to give you a low self esteem. That's going to give you a low sense of value because you don't know the person. You don't have any understanding on why your interactions with people are valuable and what you could bring to the table. But you having low self esteem, you not knowing yourself, you not understanding your value is dumb. Because how can you consider yourself smart? How can you produce anything in this world if you cannot connect your intelligence and the knowledge that you have to the skills and the habits that you have to produce a life that is enjoyable for you and other people around you and a blessing? That's dumb. If you have low self esteem, but you're highly intelligent and you memorize a whole bunch of facts and you know a whole bunch of stupid stuff, that means you're a dummy, bro. Because there's no sense in you learning all this new information and you don't even know how to use it because you don't know yourself. You have to understand your brilliance. You have to understand how you learn. You have to understand your skills, your talents, and all of that, bro, to be able to produce a fruitful, useful life that is helpful to those, even if they are not directly involved in what you have going on. People should be able to have a better life just by watching you, just by looking at you, just by knowing about who you are and understanding your story. People should be able to improve themselves and grow and be inspired just by knowing who you are and looking at you and watching you and just being aware of who you are, like the sun, bro. Why do you think they say the sun is bright? Because light is knowledge. That light, those photons carry information. It causes reactions and everything. Okay, whether it be making your skin darker, activating that melanin, whether it be feeding the plants, whether it be whatever it may be. That light is information, and what does information do? It changes you. The information that you have is supposed to change your behavior. And if you're not being changed by this information, then it's not you're not really actually learning anything. You're memorizing some stuff. Okay? So anyways, we got next. Prioritizing, bro. These last four, I'm not gonna say that last one. That's not even important. But understanding, like, a lot of people say they're humble, that's cool and all. But if you don't take a couple minutes out the day to just realize, like, look, I'm talented, I'm skillful, I could do this, I can do that. It, that's really you being humble is cool and all, but you still have to acknowledge what you're good at. You know what I mean? So we got next, prioritizing the wrong things, bro. Worrying about the wrong stuff. Why are you when people let me tell you this. When people prioritize the wrong things on a daily basis, even in the smallest ways, that affects your plans long term, bro. Just think about it like that. Even if it's all right, I'm gonna clean up before I take a shower, Or I'm gonna take a shower before I wash my clothes. Then you get out the shower, then you realize you don't have any clean clothes. You see how stupid that is? If you can't do simple things like that, if you can't understand that you need to do the laundry first, and then while the laundry's going, you could work out. By the time the laundry's done, take a shower, get out, put on some fresh clothes. Imagine what you're gonna do with the rest of your life when you need to make big decisions. You get what I'm saying? You have to, you really do have to understand how to prioritize things and put things in order and create healthy patterns. Very important to a successful life. And who are you, Aaron Moses? Are you successful? Are you a millionaire? Do you have a healthy family? None of those things, bro. None of those things. It's just common sense, bro. It's common sense. And a lot of these things, I've experienced them. I've been through them. I didn't like them and I changed them, or I liked them and I turned them up. Okay? Then we got I'm gonna just go ahead and cut this a little short because I gave you a lot of information. But really, the last most important things, this nigga said without good there could be no evil. I don't really believe in bad and evil, bro, but I mean I don't believe in bad and good like the average person does. So I don't have bad and good conversations with people. But this last one, bro, when you are motivated by stupid things, by dumb things, when you want to get money to buy stupid stuff, okay? And the reason that this is important is because when you're motivated to do stupid stuff, when your end goal is something that doesn't make any sense but to somebody but you, what do you think that does for your energy, bro? If you want to get money so you can buy something dumb, just think about it. Something that's not gonna bring you happiness for a long term amount of time, something that's not gonna raise in value, something that's something. Okay, what do I mean by buying stupid stuff? Something that's not an investment, bro. Not something that just makes you feel good, but something that is actually good for you. Like, let's say a pair of Chuck Taylors. Chuck Taylors don't have any support. They're really bad for you. A lot of people, if you wear Chuck Taylors too often, they're gonna mess your knees up. They're gonna mess your back up. And when your knees and your feet are very important. If you don't take care of your feet, there's a lot of bad things that can happen to you. A lot of adverse effects that can have on you. If you want to buy shoes, bro, buy some shoes that are actually gonna be good for you. If you're gonna buy food, bro, buy some healthy food as much as you can afford. If you're gonna watch something, learn something from it. If you're gonna pay all these bills, enjoy your home. Don't have people in and out your house that make you wish they didn't know where you lived. You get what I'm saying? Dumb motivations. What are some more dumb motivations? Dumbass friends, dumbass hobbies that could possibly that can lead you to the the final destination. Quoted from Sinful Pete. Dumbass dangerous hobbies, dumbass dangerous friends, dumbass food, dumbass liquor and weed and things that you could consume that you don't even know what's really in it. It could be some fent in it. That type of stuff. If that's what motivates you, the weekend, so you could sit around and do nothing when you would be more productive, and a lot of you would be a lot happier if you were actually on the clock instead of you. Oh, I can't wait to make it to the weekend so I can smoke the same weed I smoked yesterday, but just a little bit more of it. Because you know you're going to go to sleep at the same time, right? And then Sunday, By the time it's 8 o'clock, damn, it's already Sunday. Yeah, it's already Sunday. That's what happened last week. It was already Sunday last week. Being lazy motivates you. Sitting down motivates you. All right, that's it. Peace.